Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new video, and welcome to Moscow. Now we're in Russia's largest shopping center today. We're going to have a little bit of a walk around. We want to go check out the Lego store, or is it Lego? And we're going to check out a few other stores, see if they're still open, see if they're still trading, and what's going on. So let's go. Now before we get down to the Lego store, I just want to point out here Avia. Now I do have a bit of a short list of stores I want to go check out today, and this was one of them. Avia is definitely open and trading, and I didn't even know Avia made electric scooters. Check that out right there in the front. Electric scooters, how cool is that? But yeah, Avia is definitely open. In Russia, they do have a lot of branded stores, so rather than going to an electronics store, you can go to individual brand stores and buy their products. Now, if you haven't watched any of my videos before, and this might be your first time watching, this is Avia Park, which is Russia's largest shopping mall. It's essentially over 4 levels. It's an absolutely huge, huge place. Now, right here on the right-hand side is what used to be the Lego store. Now, you can pretty much tell it's Lego because of that bright yellow color. Now, it's called Mir Kubikov, which is basically World of Cubes. Mir Kubikov. Now, my Russian isn't the best, but everything looks exactly how it was, barring these couple of Lego signs that have been removed from the front. Everything looks exactly how it was. The staff are even wearing the same shirts. Everything is pretty much how it is. Now, World of Cubes was basically born about by a franchisee in Russia, which is called Innovative Group. Now, these are guys, essentially, they're still the same people who are basically running these stores, but it's exactly the same. All the Lego's still here, the store's still full, everything's still Lego. There's probably a few less words that say Lego on the wall, but it's all the same. I'm kind of excited. It's not changed one little bit. All the ticketing's still the same, the signage is still the same, the trains in the front still here. So they've not removed things whatsoever. They've just basically changed a few of the logos, some kids here playing Legos, but it's all the same. So walking around a little bit inside, I kind of found a Elvis model. Yes. So basically Elvis hasn't left the building. He's still here. And the store is fully stocked now. The staff in here was super nice. They let me do a little bit of a walk around, so I'm sure everybody knows Lego so well. You know, you guys aren't seeing anything you haven't seen before, but the shop is very well stocked. Let me tell you, it's completely full. All the staff are here. They're all super excited to come to work every day. That's the big thing, right? I mean, especially if you love retail and you love working in these kind of stores. Look at the Adidas shoe right there. Didn't Adidas leave Russia? Adidas is still here. So it's no problems. Yeah, this is a nice store. So yeah, there's no change. Apart from the name on the wall, it's the same company also who is the franchisor. It's called Innovative Group. Let me get those words out. And they did say basically by the end of October they're going to have all the stores fully open and back running and operating. There is a few stores that did close, but they're going to reopen all of them. So there's 65 stores across all of Russia. So yeah, it's a big business to continue on with. I mean, these kind of companies don't want to close if they can help it, right? I mean, this is obviously going to be very controversial what I say and how you digest it, but yeah, everything is here. Look at that, you got a little PlayStation right here. You can sit down and build some models. So yeah, Lego is here. Mir Kubikov. So World of Bricks, or World of Cubes. Let me say World of Cubes. And of course, one of the most famous things about this shopping center is this aquarium right here. It's the world's largest cylindrical aquarium. It's actually in the Guinness Book of World Records, right next to the big Samsung sign right there. But yeah, everyone looks so tiny down the bottom, don't they? Because it's over the entire size of the building. And there's a bit of a gantry walkway at the top where The divers can go in and feed the fish and so forth, but such a big place and such a big aquarium. Now, just continuing on the story about Lego and that Lego has left Russia. So basically the stores that we just walked in, and all the stores across Russia, all 65 of them, so they've basically been taken over by the franchisor that was in Russia already, which is called Inventive Retail Group, IRG. So they also have Street Beat right here, which is a multi-brand shoe and clothing store. So kind of in lieu of things like Nike clothing, Adidas clothing, Reebok clothing. So these guys have actually opened their largest Street Beat store in Russia here in Avia Park. So they've obviously seen kind of an opportunity to take advantage of some of the main brands leaving Russia, and they can continue trading. So where they have all the different brands in the store. So they've got all of the sort of shoe store brands in here in one central location. I hope that makes sense, but yeah, Street Beat is open here. So these are basically the same company that is Lego. It's also the same company that is North Face. Now, it's just off right over here, North Face. So if anyone knows that brand, these guys are also the same company. So what they've said is they're going to basically continue importing the goods. So Raven, the Lego, they're going to still import, but it's going to come through what's called parallel importing, which allows them, which the Russian government's allowing companies to import the brands into Russia against the brand name's company. So they're going to bring it in through, say, Turkey or Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, through the Middle East. So the stores can continue trading. Now, to a lot of people who don't really go to shopping centers very often, and you're watching this video, maybe Sneaker Box maybe doesn't look too familiar. Now, Sneaker Box, you think it's obviously a shoe store, right? Shoe store, clothing store. Now, if we just go over here to the side a little bit, now, how close does this look? Now, Reebok. Now, this actually was the Reebok store literally 2 months ago, and it's now called Sneaker Box. So they've essentially took all the signage down that was saying Reebok, and they've rebranded. They've not changed very much inside at all. It's very, very much unchanged, apart from a little bit of signage. But Reebok, Sneaker Box. Now, I guess you can question me that it's not the same sounding name, but you can even see Reebok here in the window, all the clothing on the mannequins. So yeah, these guys are definitely back open and trading. Actually, it's just interesting that they've even got the Reebok poster right there in the window. So just walking along a little bit further in the shopping center here, this is kind of like the, you know, the quiet alley of the shopping center here. Pull and Bear, Bershka, and then Zara. So these are all the same company, basically the same essential owner of all these brands, and they're all in this one alley together. And it does basically make the shopping center feel so quiet, but yet there's still a lot of people here. If you walk through the other lanes of the shopping center, Stradivarius on the other side as well is also part of this same company. So yeah, down this way it does feel kind of, it's almost echoey to a point as well. So these are definitely sealed and closed. There's not really been any mention about what will happen going forward. I mean, will they sell off the company to a local owner? Will the management take over? So for now, they're all just sitting idle, and the doors are closed. You see Stradivarius here on the left. But yeah, it's definitely a different feeling at this end of the shopping center. Now, I have pointed this out before in other videos, but I just thought it's sort of interesting every time you kind of walk through here and see this. So Reserved was the brand, which was operating here in Russia. And these guys sold out the entire company. And the store basically is retrading as RE. And it has basically all of the products, all of the clothing, exactly how it was prior to the closure and reopening. And then over here is CR. This was cropped before. Cropped. It's got this kind of lime green kind of color to it, but now it's called CR. So the company that was operating this sold out to a Chinese consortium or a management group that basically took it all over. And they basically continue trading exactly how it was. A bit quiet today, but Yeah, you can see everything is untouched and exactly the same. CR, or cropped, was how it was named before. And now I wonder, these sale signs, if they're connected to H&M. So H&M said they were closing down, they're going to be gone, disappeared. There was lines here when I filmed my video, it was about a couple of months ago, it felt like now. It's not recently that I was here, but H&M is exactly trading how it was. Same company, there's no difference in the ownership whatsoever. There's really no panic in the store to buy everything either. I mean, it looks just as full as it was when I was here 2 months ago. There's just no lines out the front now. So one of the other stores that continues to keep trading, now they do say they're having a sale, but I think every store in the shopping centre has a sale, right? But that's Marks and Spencer. Yes, they're still open here. Again, this is very quiet as well, this store. I can see the staff in there, I can see the security in there, and that's about it. I think there might be some shoppers right at the back, but they continue to keep trading. Marks and Spencer right here. Now, what I did want to show also as we swing around, this is kind of the homeware section of the shopping centre here. So all the different kitchen shops and house shops and lighting shops. But here is Baskin Robin. Yes, they've actually changed to a Russian logo now. So I wonder if the management might have changed that to take away the branding. Pretty much all the signage has not changed though, but the Russian spelling of the company is right there. And then walking on just a little bit further here, H&M Home is definitely open. It's always very quiet. Well, I think it always is every time I walk past. But yeah, it does say no rollerblading in the store, so hopefully you're not wearing rollerblades to go in the store. I guess it'll ruin their nice wooden flooring, but H&M Home. Obviously we saw the H&M a little bit earlier upstairs. Definitely here. Now I'm fairly sure that Armani Exchange and Armani are the same company. I have to think they are. I guess this store is definitely open. A couple of guys just wandering in. It's actually got the new collection out. Look at that, even on the wall, on the window there. But Armani here is definitely open and definitely trading. Now, Sephora is one of the companies that I find very, very interesting because now we're over 7 months since all these sanctions came into place, and the Sephora store is closed. It's definitely closed. They've got the grill down and things, so on like that. But the store is absolutely immaculate. Perfectly, everything is in place. Every brand is full and restocked. The lights are on today. That's actually really why I wanted to film this place. When I've come past before, the lights are always off, but there's actually staff in there doing inventory, or they're counting something. I don't know what they're doing. They've been here for 7 months, getting paid every day of the week for coming to work, and just the shop remains closed, but you can even see Chanel right there on that second display. And then here is the Levi's store. Well, it was the Levi's store. Now it's J&S, or jeans. I wonder if you guys can make that out. J&S is jeans, but definitely was the Levi's store before. You can actually see all the Levi's signage is still up. But basically, they've reopened. The management, or the company that's took over the running of it, has left everything untouched and unchanged. Even all the Levi's signage hasn't been removed, but they're definitely open and trading. Now, just a little bit further down the same walkway here, we're down on this lowest level here, so you can see here how the shopping centre goes right up to the 4th level up the top there. But this is Geox, or Geo. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, but somebody actually mentioned to me specifically, can you point out this store in another video that you do? So Shirley, I think it was, this is just for you specially. So Geox Respiria. I really don't know this brand at all myself, so I can't really talk too much about it, but there isn't a person in there anyway, apart from the staff, but they're definitely open. One thing that I do find interesting too, right here, is Tissot, which is the same company as Swatch. Now, Tissot is open and trading right here. All the watches are fully displayed, everything's there, so these guys are definitely open as well. Yeah. See quite a few people in this lower level down here just walking around. It's depends on where you are in the shopping center. It kind of feels crowded. The next minute it feels kind of empty. So now as I walk around the shopping center a little bit more, I do have one question to ask everybody. Now, kind of most of the stores that I'm pointing out here are kind of stores that have announced they were leaving or they've left and they've reopened. Now, are you happy that these stores are still trading? Or do you want to see them kind of completely gone? So Lego would never be in Russia. They'd basically close down, remove all the goods, and the brands not be available? Or are you okay with it, where they've renamed the store World of Cubes instead of Lego? Let me know in the comments what you think of that sort of situation. Now, I have had this in my video before, but I've got to put it in there again because I've just walked past it. This see-through ATM machine. I think it's very, very cool. Now, no matter how many times I see this, I don't get tired of seeing it. But just to see all the workings inside, even the extra spool there for the receipts. And somewhere down here is the money. I wonder, maybe that's the power supply there. But how cool is this see-through ATM machine? And then another store that I had by request to find was Lacoste. And Lacoste is right here. Now I come to the shopping center a lot and I just walk around to where I want to go. So I don't remember where every store is when I walk around here, but Lacoste is here. Now, do you want to know something very interesting? I wonder if you guys know that that crocodile there was basically famous well before Nike was a symbol. So you guys know the famous tick of Nike. So Lacoste was the first company to put their logo on the outside of their clothing. So that crocodile right there was basically on the outside of the t-shirt or whatever, a sweatshirt, well before Nike had it, where you could recognize the brand just by the logo. So I wonder if anybody knew that or not, but Lacoste is here. Now, to manage to get to see all the different shops that I wanted to here, you've got to go up and down every level of the shopping center, but here is the Gap and Gap Kids. It's basically a combined store. I always get mixed up when I walk past this because I see the Gap Kids sign and I never realize that Gap's actually on the other little banner there, but it doesn't really have anybody in it. The people walk straight by it right there, a group of people, but yeah, if these stores are leaving, they're going to be here for another year, another 2 years before they fully leave. And then just looking on downstairs as well there, we've got the Stars Coffee. A few people sort of there. There's a little bit of a line of people, well, 3 people waiting to buy coffees, but Stars Coffee's right there. As we swing around to the main kind of middle atrium right here, and the fish tank again. It's a big fish tank. I don't know. I guess once it's bigger than a fish tank, I think you're going to have to call it an aquarium, right? But there's a lot of people. This is Thursday evening that I'm here in the shopping center too, so it's definitely after work now that I got here, so there's plenty of people about, especially in this middle part of the shopping center. Now, I guess it's a bit hard to kind of judge comparing Stars Coffee and Costa Coffee, but these guys don't have anybody sitting here at all. I think they're doing a little bit of remodeling on the kind of balcony area here. That's why it's a little bit closed off, but they don't have a customer here. Now, can anyone tell me what's going on with Costa Coffee? Somebody told me that they shouldn't be in Russia, but this is definitely open. Okay, everybody, so we've kind of come to the end of the video, and I thought I'd do it right here with the aquarium behind me. I thought it was kind of a neat spot to stand up on this highest 4th level of Russia's largest shopping center, Avia Park. It's a huge place walking around, really. And I just thought it was kind of interesting to come on this upper level. So yeah, what do you think of all these changes? Now, the Reebok store is no longer, the Lego store is no longer. You know, what do you think of them changing names? World of Cubes? Are you okay with that? What about Sneaker Box? Let me know in the comments, everybody. Thanks for watching Traveling with Russell. Thanks for coming on another video, walking tour with me here in Russia. If you did like it, give us a thumbs up. If not, there's always thumbs downs. I know there's thumbs downs, I just don't know who you are, so it's okay. Thanks for watching. Again, if you want to post a comment, let me know what you think of the whole thing, situation, what's going on, post it in the comments. Yeah, and I'm off on another adventure, so bye everybody. Bye.